Good evening from Washington, D.C., and thank you to those of you joining us from around the world for news from a Catholic perspective. I'm Lauren Ashburn. President Trump meets with his national security team to decide how to respond to the suspected chemical weapons attack in Syria. The White House holds Russia and Syria responsible for killing more than 40 people in that strike. But Russia warns the U.S. and its allies not to play the role of global policemen. White House correspondent Mark Irons reports. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Lauren. The president isn't saying when the U.S. will strike Syria. Earlier today on Twitter, he said it could be soon or not soon at all. He already announced yesterday that missiles will be coming. Today, he lamented the U.S. being in this position, and he asked, where's the thank you for the U.S. role in helping fight ISIS in Syria?
We're looking very, very seriously, very closely at that whole situation, and we'll see what happens, folks. We'll see what happens. It's too bad that the world puts us in a position like that. But, you know, as I said this morning, we've done a great job with ISIS. We have just absolutely decimated ISIS. But now we have to make some further decisions. So they'll be made fairly soon.
President Trump has called the attack in Syria atrocious. Chemical weapons are never justified, according to an expert on the Catholic Church's teaching on just war.
Those are weapons that would indiscriminately harm, particularly civilians, women and children, and that would not be proportionate. And so those are weapons like chemical weapons, biological weapons, nuclear weapons, even landmines and cluster munitions have been deemed those types of weapons that are always off the table.
We should point out that Syria denies that its government carried out the attack, but France says it has proof the Syrian government launched the chlorine gas attacks. French President Emmanuel Macron says Syria has crossed a line that could prompt French airstrikes. Lauren?
White House correspondent Mark Irons, thank you.